Good morning, Sainers. Welcome to the Saints TV YouTube channel. Welcome to Saints TV Weekly for the 3rd of March 2025. We are now officially 13 days, under 2 weeks until round 1. Thanks to Inglewood Coffee Roasters for being the sponsor of Saints TV Weekly for this season. Check out their website, www.inglewoodcoffeeroasters.com.au. Use the discount code STV40 and you get 40% off coffee, tea and chai products. It's been like that for a while and a lot of people are really enjoying it. So thank you again to Inglewood and thanks to everyone for supporting Inglewood in the Saints TV community. There's not a lot, to be honest. There's not a busy week. I've been looking through the news. There's not much groundbreaking type of stuff, so this might be a quick one, which is never a bad thing. Quick report on the game. My full review is out on that. I did my 5 things yesterday as well, and we went down by 44 points. Not a great day. Boxall, round 1 for me. Jack Macrae, just doing Jack Macrae things. Max Hall was solid. Liam O'Connell was all right. Harry Boyd fought hard against 2 Port Adelaide ruckmen. So I think it was a decent turnout. 6,500 people. Although from what I've seen, there's a little bit of feedback. I don't know if it's worth it, but there's a little bit of feedback from the club, from fans at least. A bit disappointed in the lack of beverages and the lines around the place. 6,500 people turn up and you have to wait. Some people apparently had to wait 45 to an hour to even get a bottle of water. And by halftime, a lot of people actually decided to go home because they were frustrated with this situation. Obviously, the game itself wasn't the most entertaining. So a bit of work there, maybe from the staff point of view, which is not great. There's always ways to get better, but on a hot day, you probably want to have that locked down a bit better. And some people noticed that the logos across RSCA aren't updated yet to the new logo, which you'd think maybe as a priority, you kind of, if you want to announce a new crest, you kind of update it across the place. But that's not something that even I noticed, to be honest, until someone mentioned to me and said, "Hey, why haven't they updated the big sign, the big crest there and that?" So that's not a question for me to answer. That's a question for the club to answer and sort out. But very astute Sainers out there that notice these things that I don't. So I appreciate them bringing them to my attention. What caught our attention as well on Saturday wasn't just the result, but it was obviously the collateral damage that came from it. And that is alluding to Mitch Owens and Cooper Sharman, who went down against Port. Mitch hurt his shoulder. Got bumped and hurt his shoulder. He's gotten scans. The club have announced a bit of info there, so we'll go through that. And Cooper Sharman hurt his thumb, and he's been sent for surgery on his thumb. So they have said Mitch's shoulder joint is stable, but his AC joint copped a knock in the incident. The scans this morning were promising, but we'll seek further advice from specialists to help assess the best course of action from here. Cooper Sharman also underwent scans following the game after his injuring his thumb in the 3rd quarter. Scans confirmed a fracture will require surgery. Cooper will undergo surgery in the coming days and then they'll reassess his rehab window once that settles. So people think he's probably out for round 1. I don't know about Owens, maybe him as well. In positive news though, there is positive news. Rowan Marshall, Jack Sinclair completed a strong session yesterday and will be back in full training this week. Zach Jones and Hunter Clark made their successful returns from VFL in the practice match, and a full injury update will be available on Tuesday afternoon. So tomorrow afternoon, we will get the full lowdown and then an update obviously on Max King. A couple of days ago, he'd been managing a knee complaint for about a month. They then sent him... they wanted to explore non-surgical options, but in the end they had to. Procedure went well, and he is now... they don't have a definite timeline on him. They think he's still touch and go for round 1, but how many times have we heard that from a football club, that a player is touch and go, and really they're about 10 weeks away. So I'm not going to hold my breath on that. I really do hope he gets up, but then it's also like, are they... you don't want him to rush back. You want these players to kind of... make sure that they come back 100%. I know we want them to play round 1 and we want to win round 1, but at the same time, I don't want 1 to 2 week wait on them coming back, blowout to 10 weeks because we rushed them back, because you've seen that across the competition, across any sport really. So not great there. And other news, obviously Kane Corns is doing what Kane Corns does, and I knew that our loss to them was going to give him some ammunition, but he decided to tweet and say a few things, but that's okay. That's all friendly banter. We like that. Quick note before we wrap up. Join the Saints TV tipping. I think opening round starts Thursday, doesn't it? Thursday night. So it's Monday now. If you want to join, make sure you sign up. It's on the saintstv.com.au website. First button, tipping. You sign up, $15 entry, weekly prizes, cash prize at the end. There's going to be merch giveaways, potentially ticket giveaways, Saints TV merch. It's everything. So if you want to join, $15 only. You might end up winning hundreds and hundreds of dollars in the end if you're a good tipster. So that's up to you. And in general, the channel update. So this week will just be as is right now, how we've been doing it. And then from next week, hopefully, there might be a surprise little early podcast drop. We're still sorting out studio stuff because we might be moving around, but we might even just do the audio version. So at least we can get the podcast out. There may not be a visual version yet, but obviously there's no point if the studio doesn't look nice, but we might get something out later this week potentially, and then hopefully kick it off next week. The teams will be back as well. There won't be Saints TV live on the Monday night, so the Monday night is up in the air at the moment, but I'm planning on potentially doing my own lives then, but we'll see. And yeah, we'll kick it off next week, get it into the season, and we'll be ready to go. So very, very excited. Only 13 days to go. And yeah, that's going to be Saints TV Weekly for the 3rd of March. A nice short one. Saints, thank you very much. And thank you everyone for coming up to me at RSCA on the weekend and just saying some very nice words about the channel and enjoying what I do. So I really appreciate it. And yeah, absolutely pumped to kick off the season and get really into the actual nitty gritty of it with the football, the real stuff. So on that note, Saints, take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. And as always, go you mighty Saints. See you guys.